area, the last time we discussed about the face, the most important muscle. We discussed about the orbicularis oculi, and in the mouth orbicularis oris, okay, and the buccinator down here muscle. So all the muscles of the face which is getting its nerve supply from facial nerve, okay, facial nerve. And the area of this one is the lower down, these fibers of the platysma muscle in the superficial fascia, okay, some of the area here. This is in the superficial fascia, the muscle fibers are here, we call as the platysma which cover the whole area of the neck, okay, whole area of the neck, and takes its origin from this muscle we call the deltoid muscle, okay, and the muscle which cover the front of the thorax we call the pectoralis major. So the platysma muscle takes origin from the deep fascia of the deltoid and pectoralis major and goes above to attach the lower border of the mandible, body of the mandible, okay, and the fibers join with the angle. So it depresses the angle of the mouth. So this is the muscle which is superficial muscle, okay, cutaneous muscle lies in the neck, okay. So this the neck, yeah, you are this group, so come close because you cannot see the neck, because here this is the very old specimen, so we remove the fascia, this one, so you have two idea, because today you took the lecture about when the body is newly coming, you have to first skin remove, then fascia, superfascia, then deep fascia. Deep fascia of the neck we again divided into the investing layer of the deep fascia. You took in the lecture today, okay, investing layer of the deep fascia, pretracheal fascia, prevertebral fascia, and the condensation of this we call the carotid sheath, okay. So this fascia which covers the neck area just like a hole around like this. Then we cut this fascia, this investing layer cover the muscle, this muscle. The name of this muscle is the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Sternocleidomastoid muscle. So this muscle, this fascia cover and then split, then cover this gland. What is the name of this gland? Submandibular gland. Submandibular gland. This is sternocleidomastoid. Okay, this fascia they are covering like this. So the main muscle of this neck is the sternocleidomastoid. This muscle divide the neck into anterior triangle and the posterior triangle. Okay, anterior triangle and the posterior triangle. So today we discuss about the anterior triangle. So this first of all the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the name is sternocleidomastoid, means this muscle it has the two heads, sternal and the clavicular, okay, from the manubrium sternum front portion and then from the clavicle, you know the clavicle bone, on the medial third of the superior surface of the clavicle, this muscle arise, okay, origin from down, then it's go upward, forward towards the mastoid process. Understand? Towards the mastoid process laterally. Okay, so this we call the sternocleidomastoid, means arise from these bone going to the mastoid process laterally. Okay, and also towards the, I told you this the superior nuchal line is lateral portion. Medial portion, this another muscle on the back, trapezius. So lateral in the exam practical, if we make the color here like this, okay, color here laterally and the color here. So you will write here and then we say identify the structure. You will write the sternocleidomastoid because the insertion here, okay, origin from the clavicle and the manubrium sternum. Okay, understand this one? So this is the sternocleidomastoid muscle. This sternocleidomastoid muscle going obliquely, okay, and then attach here. The nerve supply of the sternocleidomastoid. What is the nerve supply? The nerve supply of the sternocleidomastoid, you understand?
Yes.
Can you come close, please? The nerve supply, nerve supply of the sternocleidomastoid is the spinal part of the accessory nerve. Spinal part of the accessory nerve. Accessory nerve, which is the 11th cranial nerve. Okay, 11th cranial nerve. And the which foramen, last time we discussed about this, the 9, 10, 11th cranial nerve. Which foramen is coming down? Which foramen is coming down? Jugular foramen. Okay, jugular foramen. This because before it's formed by the upper portion of the the spinal cord, then going up through the foramen magnum and joined with the cervical part. Both are joined to come through the jugular foramen. Then it's spinal part, because this accessory nerve, it has the cervical part, spinal part. Spinal parts going to supply the sternocleidomastoid. This nerve you can find on its deep surface. On a deep surface, then finally this nerve will go, cut here, not this one. Then it's go towards the posterior border and then going to supply the trapezius muscle. Cross the posterior triangle. Okay, cross the posterior. So this is the accessory nerve. So on the deep surface you can find this the accessory, and later it cross the posterior triangle and going to supply the trapezius muscle. Just at the superior surface of the sternocleidomastoid, the nerves which are crossing, cutaneous nerve, which are crossing, the first, this which is crossed like oblique, that is the greater auricular nerve. Greater auricular nerve. Okay, this greater auricular nerve, this arises from the cervical plexus C2 and 3. C2 and 3, and going to supply this the parotid gland, lower part of the ear. Okay, going up and supply this area. And together with that, the which crossing transversely, because these are the smaller cutaneous nerve, transverse cutaneous nerve. Okay, transverse, these are going to supply the area of the neck just from that of the sternum.